I'll be presenting about the user's guide on input forms 1 to 4. So basically, ito po yung magiging guide ninyong mga agency focal users ng ERP MES system natin. On how to process or input yung pong mga data natin dun sa apat na forms. So 1 to 4. So basically, 1 to 4 po yung ating input forms. Isa-isahin po natin ito. Let's now begin. First, magla-login muna tayo. We use the link here. So https erpmes-nro4b.neda.gov.ph/profile. So lagay lang natin siya dun sa address, sa link sa taas. And then we log in sa ERPMS account natin using yung po mga credentials na binigay namin sa inyo dati using your email or username and password. Then third step, we just click the login button. Kapag naka-login na po tayo, unahin na po natin muna yung ERPMS Input Form 1. So pag nag-login tayo, ito po yung interface. Mapupunta muna tayo sa dashboard. So para i-process natin yung unang form natin which is Form 1, i-click po natin yung RPMES Forms tab. But before that, as you can see sa dashboard, dito po namin lalagay yung mga announcement namin. So keep posted po. Aside from your email, nag-automatic email din po ang system kapag po may mga submissions na tayo. Alam naman po natin na laging sa first month of the quarter, yung mga quarterly submissions natin ng forms 2 and 3 and with other two other forms din, no? Annually. So again, sa Form 1, we click the RPMES Forms tab, then yung Form 1 tab, and then makikita po natin itong ating form which is about the physical and financial targets for ongoing programs and projects. So ito nga po yung form na kung saan ilalagay natin or de-declare natin lahat ng project for the entire year for round year monitoring. So, as you can see, may 2024 dyan. Example lang natin to, no? Sa 2024 tayo mag-add. So, mag-create tayo. That's the next step, yung create button. And then, may lalabas sa taas. We just click the OK button. And then, automatically, mag-create na po siya ng form. Kita nyo may draft na red. Ibig sabihin, nag-create na siya ng Form 1 natin for the fourth quarter of 2024. After that, may kaugnayan ng Form 1 lagi. Tandaan nyo po dun sa Programs Projects tab. So we have to go back there and then makikita nyo may add project. Para po tayo makapag-add ng mga project, hindi po talaga siya dun sa Form 1 agad pinapasok. Dito po siya sa Programs Projects i-input. Then dyan natin ilalagay lahat ng project. So we have to add the project. So ito po yung itsura niya, no? Pag mag-add tayo ng project, we will first fill up all the input fields. So may mga text boxes dyan, checkbox. So we follow lang. Example lang po yung mga input dito. So after that, scroll down lang natin yung remaining fields. Make sure na inputan din po natin. As advice, ilagay na po natin sa simula pa lang, especially sa pag-declare natin sa Form 1, lahat ng OIs possible para hindi na natin ma-encounter yung laborious process of updating the OIs or the output indicators. After that, we just click the Save Project. So, okay, nag-save na siya. We again click the Programs Project just to refresh and to check kung nag-reflect na siya. As you can see, nag-reflect na po yung inad natin na project. At may mga details din tayong nilagay kanina. Hindi na lang natin inisa-isa. If we want to edit yung mga details na yun, sa right portion, makikita natin yung pencil icon, we can edit that. If you want to delete it naman, pwede din nating i-delete using yung pong icon na yun. Can icon ba yun? Okay? And then, after that, we again click the RPMS Forms tab. So, Form 1 again. Ito na yung pag-edit natin ng mga important details sa Form 1. So, we click the view button nung kaninang create natin na draft na Form 1. So, as you can see, wala siyang laman. So, mag-add tayo ng project. We just click the drop-down button. Lahat ng available projects na ginawa natin kanina dun sa Programs Project tab, dyan po magre-reflect. Since isa lang yung ginawa natin, isa pa lang yung laman, we just click it and then click the plus button para ma-add siya. Okay, project added. Nag-reflect na siya, wala pa lang siyang details dun sa ibang columns or dun sa ibang field. Para malagyan natin siya, we will click po yung name or title ng project. Pagka-click nun, may lalabas na box. So we will populate the text boxes here. We'll fill the input fields. So in our case, no, sa financial natin, for example, 30 million yung nilagay natin kanina dun sa example natin na project. Since 12 months ang meron sa isang taon, hinati ko lang siya equally. So ang nilagay nating example dito is 2.5 million each month. So after that, we scroll to the right para ma-fill up pa natin up until December. So equally lang po muna yung ginawa kong example dito. Pero yan naman po ay depende sa mga target ninyo and sa mga plano ninyo in each of your project ng inyong mga ahensya. Ganun, same goes with the physical percentage or accomplishment. So hinati lang din po namin in 12 months yung 100% kaya po siya ay 8.33 each. Okay? Then after that, we just click the save at nag-reflect na po yung mga information na nilagay natin. Nagdaan lang po muna tayo for now sa agency remarks. And don't forget, kanina I forgot to mention yung employment generated for male and female sex, no? In this case, we indicated muna 15 for male and 5 for female. After that, tapos na yung details na yun, yung OI na lagi po nating nire-reiterate, very crucial and important. We click the one OI button, makikita po natin yung per month din. So we can indicate yung output indicators monthly. Kasi po yung na-encounter natin na three output indicators, ano na po yun, mas general siya. Ito yung mas specific per period talaga siya. Periodic siya since monthly yung ilalagay natin dito na output indicators, yung mga value. And then we just click save and we're done with the form 1. So after form 1, ito naman po yung form 2. So form 2, we just click the RPMES Forms tab. Yung Form 2, i-click po natin. So that's the Physical and Financial Accomplishment Report. Yung kanina Form 1, annually po yun. Ito quarterly. So we click the Create Plus or Plus Create button. May lalabas ulit na box taas. We just click OK. As you can see, nag-create na siya ng draft dun sa fourth quarter. Fourth quarter din, since fourth quarter yung nasa 1 natin kanina. Then we click the View button. Then, ganun din, katulad lang, i-click lang yung project. Ilagay naman po natin yung mga financial figures. Exact figures po ang nilalagay dito, no? So, 7.5 million ang nilagay ko muna because 30 million. Ang base ko po is 30 million yung total, no? Dinivide ko muna siya into 4 since 4 quarters ang meron sa taon. And for this specific reporting period, which is, for example, first quarter or fourth quarter, as the case may be, 7.5 million yung nilagay ko for appropriations. So, tinulad ko muna po siya sa lahat. As mentioned, ang appropriations ay pwede maging equal or bigger than allotment. Ganon din po si allotment kay obligations at si obligations kay disbursement. Hindi po pwedeng otherwise or mas maliit siya. Yung appropriations allotment, allotment kay obligation, obligation to disbursement. And then yung physical accomplishment, yung tatlong ay yung target OPA and actual OPA, we will also provide values here. And next is yung employment generated, male and female, same lang yung lalagay natin, 15 and 5. Then remarks, we can just indicate none. So, take note lang na i-include po natin yung completion date if yung actual OPA is already is 100%. Okay? Then we just click save. Nag-save na siya. And then next natin is yung OI to provide yung pong tatlong sinasabi ko kanina. Fill up lang po natin yung input fields na yun. Yung end of project target, so yun yung target na ini-aim natin pag natapos yung project. Target to date, so for this specific reporting period, pwedeng current or at the end of that specific quarter, no? In this case, fourth quarter. Then actual to date. Sometimes wala po siyang laman kung talagang walang movement for the project. Pero as much as possible, lahat po ito ay merong laman. And then we just click Save button. Okay? Nag-save na siya yung output indicators. And then we can now submit yung ating pong Form 2 by clicking the Submit Form 2 button. And then, okay. And we're done with the second form, Form 2. Proceed na tayo sa Input Form 3. So again, click lang natin yung RPMS Forms, tab, then Form 3. Ito pong Form 3 ay yung ating project exception report na kagaya po ng Form 2, sinasubmit din po quarterly. So we click the plus create button, click OK, nag-reflect yung draft natin for the fourth quarter again. And then click natin yung view, click natin yung project since wala pa siyang details. May slippage na dito since na-compute na siya dun sa Form 2. I'll just like to remind na sa Form 3 po natin, ang mga dinedeclare nating project ay yung mga project with 10 and above slippages. Either siya ay negative or positive. Dun sa Form 2 natin kanina, kapag siya ay nag-negative, nagko-color red dun sa column ng slippage. Kapag naman positive, above 10, color blue. So, for purposes of review, si admin, nire-review po namin siya, binibilang ko na lang siya manually. And then, chine-check ko yung Form 3 nyo kapag tugma yung number na binilang ko from Form 2. Kasi lahat po yun, kailangan yung i-declare dito. By the way, ang pag-add naman po ng project, pag in-add nyo siya, nasa drop-down box lahat nung naka above 10 slippage. So, you have to add all of them. Tapos, i-provide natin the pertinent information or details na mahalaga sa kanila, no? In this case, meron lang tayo isang project naman just for example. So, we click yung project title. So, we provide yung mga information na mahalaga sa kanya. So, typology, reasons, actions taken, actions to be taken. Don't forget the actions to be taken. Importante po ito since in this case, negative siya. So, ano yung intervention na gagawin natin in the future to address the issues, challenges, or problems. Okay? And then, pagtapos na, i-save lang po natin. Nag-reflect na yung mahalagang information. Actions to be taken yung madalas na tinitingnan natin kapag negative ng reviewer po. Kaya dapat po ito ay may laman para hindi po ma-revert yung inyong Form 3. Okay? After that, kunwari ay tapos na lahat ng inyong mga project, na make sure nyo na kompleto na lahat, you may now submit your Form 3. Then click OK. You're done with your Form 3. Okay, last form. Again, we click the RPMES Forms tab. Form 4, we create. We just click OK. May draft na po tayo. We view the form. Ito pong form na to ay project results report. Ito naman po, kagaya nung one naman ay annually. Yung dalawa kasi ay quarterly. We click yung project para i-provide natin yung mahalaga information. Examples lang po ito. So, ang kailangang fields dito ay yung program project objectives, result, results outcome, indicator target, observe results outcome. So, medyo gearing siya sa impact, no? Impact evaluation. And importante ata dito, you just use our manual, our guidelines, our PMS guidelines to check or para magkaroon tayo ng input sa mga to kasi mahalaga tayo mga log frame, no? And then we save. Use the save button. Okay, nag-reflect na yung mga information. And then we can now submit our Form 4. And then we click yung OK. We're already done with the Form 4. Tapos na po tayo sa lahat ng forms. So, very quickly lang yung frequency, ang magka-partner lagi si 1 at si 4. Although si 1, mas extended lang yung kanyang deadline kasi hanggang March 31 siya. Since ang ini-input natin sa Form 1 is all the projects for the entire year. So, Form 1, physical and financial targets for ongoing programs and projects. Form 2, physical and financial accomplishment report. Form 3, project exception report. Form 4, Project Results Report. So magka-partner yung 1 and 2 since annually sila, and then yung 2 and 3 yung madalas nating na-encounter, especially 2, quarterly natin ginagawa. So I think this already wraps my presentation on the user's guide on input forms 1 to 4.